just said, ha ha, now give me 10 tons of your loot. I was stubborn and drunk and would not give this punk not 1 penny, so I blew it all. My lady was hoping for riches that night. When a rebuy I was down on my knees, but she just walked away from that empty ship bay. She said, you're not the man that I need. Oh, I turned to the dark side, I hardened my heart. Oh yes, a mean pirate I'd be. I flew out of that station and into this song. Yes, I knew I had found what I'd be. I was flying my Cobra right out of Cremain with a hole full of Lave and brandy. I was swinging so deeply from my hut and mug, with the red smell of onion head round me. Maybe I'll find a girl and forgot how one night I put up with my pirating ways. But until then I'll drink from this old hut and mug, and I hope that I'll meet her one day. One day, Christmas Day, oh, I'll win back your heart with my gold and my charms. Oh, one day, Christmas Day, but until then I'll keep on my pirating ways. Well, hey. So I cooled down my Cobra and silent ran home. Sold all of my Lave and brandy, and some pink Basnick gin just to give me a grin, and a puff of that onion head gladly. Maybe I'll find a girl and forget how one day I'll put up with my pirating ways. But until then I'll drink from this old hut and mug, and I hope that I'll meet her one day. Oh, one day, Christmas Day, oh, I'll win back your heart with my gold and my charms. Oh, one day, Christmas Day, but until then I'll keep on my pirating ways. Oh, one day, Christmas Day, oh, I'll win back your heart with my gold and my art. Oh, one day, Christmas Day, but until then I'll keep on with my pirating ways.
Slumpy old moon. The night is clear, but I'm lost in the gloom. I need to find some inspiration, a satellite with high-grade data. But oh, it seems that Orange Jesus ain't smiling at me. My scanner faces ain't smiling at me. My scattered thoughts, the lines go thick. Am I living in a dream? No outcrops, no metal siderite. I think I found those three metallic meteors. 1, 2, 3. Let me pop those meteors. Let's just see.
It's time to fight, hear everybody jumping. Dropship circle fast, can't hear my heart a pumping. Frontline is the way, the ship floor opens up. It's time to lock and load, game over, man, wish me some luck. My comma's running fine, I'll hit you every time. This combat zone is back, come take it home. Alpha Beta, Delta's calling, grenades and rockets falling. Commanders, they to the sky, on this day I will die. To destroy, I jump from every rooftop, my rockets are deployed. Call me the Dominator, a combat innovator. I'll be your liquidator, explosive detonator. Reload fast, hear the clip, return to blast. Shields are reading magic core, purple fire eating through you. On this day, all will die. really pumping. Laser fires around, my shields can take a thumping. I'm running low on power, can't find a USB. I'm pressing buttons while the enemy runs over me. Panic starts, breath is loud, vision red, this ain't allowed. I think my pants are falling, apex I'm really calling. Shields are flying, grenades hit, on the fence something is hit. Commanding into the sky, on this day I will die. Take a sip of some Saxon wine. The indie bubble's gonna blow your mind. Courage and gooseberry can make you feel so queer, my dear. Whoa. A little swig of some bat snake gin, and this journey is ready to begin. A good occasion for some Chateau d'Asian and some Christmas cheer. Whoa. I know the journey may be long, but what we got takes so strong. All I smell is liquor corroding my mind. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't try to stop me, I'll run you down. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't touch that bottle, boy, cause that one's mine. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't try to stop me, I'll run you down. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't touch that bottle, boy, cause that one's mine. That one's mine. We head to Hutton for the longest leg. I'll have a snifter for the journey ahead. This leads to evil juice ain't so bad with some fruit and cream. Whoa. A finger full of their local froth. One harm of silver sea rum is good enough. Count out the time until we taste that century mega gin. Whoa. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't try to stop me, I'll run you down. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't touch that bottle, boy, cause that one's mine. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't try to stop me, I'll run you down. Red blue trading, pretty heavy laden. Don't touch that bottle, boy, cause that one's mine. galaxy is vast, but I got time free to explore it. I'm searching for that little gem, scanning deep not to ignore it. Hope I find somewhere where the sky is blue, walking there just like this in view. To the night, fields of hope surround me on this planet in the night. Each system that I pass is a chance to find a sweet one. Sweep my scanner fast, and then the devil's in the detail. That's fun, fun. Looking wide and high from running right alive, hoping that this is the one. Life springs up, it reaches to the light. Fields of hope surround me on this planet. The light springs up, it reaches to the light. Fields of hope surround me.
There's a light in the night, and it won't go out. Now I found you. There's a heat so close that I never feel cold. Now I found you. I was alone, out in the dark. Then I saw hollow squares all around. Oh, now the calms call my name every night. Now I found you in the depths, gazing brightly at the neutron star. We share the field, scooping jet cones, leaping to the edges of the night. Oh, I was alone, out in the dark. And I saw hollow squares all around. Oh, I was alone, out in the dark. Heaven was all around. Oh, let's try together. Let's try together. Let's try together. See the drives blink. Oh, everyone's a soul on a new path.
Hello and welcome to Lave Radio.
Greetings and welcome to Lave Radio.
Greetings, Commanders.
Greetings, Commanders.
The show that talks about the universe of Elite
and the development of the computer game Elite 4, known as Elite Dangerous,
and the fantastic
community that surrounds it.
Broadcast from the Orange Sidewinder and hosted by a vending machine technician.
A place of nonsense and innuendo for forum dads.
A self-contained podcast 2 hours long.
Transmitting to every corner of the galaxy.
It's even louder than me.
The hottest show this side of Dizzo.
The name of the place.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Lave Radio.
Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to episode 549 of Lave Radio, the show that talks about the universe of Elite Dangerous and the fantastic community that surrounds it. I'm your host, Commander Phoenix Defire, otherwise known as Colin Ford, Chief Archivist of Lave Station, and joining me in the Orange Sidewinder bar for this episode, we have our SRV Banksy, Commander Alec Turner.
Hello, evening all.
Our head of health and safety, Commander Ed Levice, is helping move things. So he's not going to be with us today. But we do have our staff liaison officer. That would be Commander Psychic, otherwise known as Claire.
I was here. I was honestly here. I haven't only just logged into the chat room. Not me. No, sir.
Oh, okay. So replacing Ben for his wit and his charm, and thanks for the £10 deposit. We've got the Chris Mark IV.
I've moved Ben so he can move things.
Yes. Right. Let's. If you wish, you can join us live. We are hanging out in game. I do believe Chris is hanging around Lave Station.
I am in the bar.
Bar.
Check what's going on outside the window. Yeah, not much. Very quiet.
Not much. Excellent. Right. So yeah, we're an open in the Lave Station bar. If you can't get to us in game, you can join the Twitch chat channel, which you can access through laveradio.com/live. Click on the live chat, and then go to twitch.tv/laveradio. So let's quickly go around the crew, see what they've been up to. Right. I guess we'll start with Claire.
Hi. What have I been up to? I was sick on Friday. I've been doing intermittently. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 on a silly run with my husband, with like loads of mods which add new encounters, and it's insane. It's so much fun. Been playing that. Been playing Plague Inc. Still trying to unlock all the achievements, which has been fun. Then we have been doing No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous. Of the games that I have been playing. It has been it's been super fun. I did the expedition in No Man's Sky dropped, which was cool. We got to complete that in one day. Basically just talks you over the new Corvette stuff that they've got. This one ship that they have, which is the base of it, is much smaller than probably even a DBX, realistically sized. And it's smaller than a DBX, but you can walk on the interiors. So it's one of those things where it's brought a couple of people out of the woodwork and those kind of things. But it is really fun. It's every update to No Man's Sky, in my opinion, just like makes the game so much richer and so cool. In Elite, aside from logging in just to see if the Cygnus had moved and then deciding that was a bad job and no longer wanting to do it, I went back and have started doing a little bit more hauling in my Panther Clipper. And I've got like 142 trips to go according to SRV's survey, which is quite a lot of trips. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of it at all. It's quite a lot of trips. Outside of game type things, and outside of being ill, we went to see a remake of War of the Roses called Roses at the weekend on Saturday. I think it's all right.
I think I remember the original. Michael Douglas and
Kathleen Turner and Danny DeVito is the original.
Okay.
I've not seen the original. I've not seen the original. I thought the new one, which is Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch, Kate McKinnon, Ncuti Gatwa, Andy Samberg, lots of good comedy actors, and Benedict Cumberbatch. But it's having read the synopsis of War of the Roses, I feel like War of the Roses is probably the better movie. But it was fun enough, and I enjoyed going and I enjoyed going and playing it. I'm playing it, going and watching it. It was a nice way out. I think Chris and I have sort of made the decision that we're going to get those passes, which like the Cineworld passes, where you pay a set amount and then go to and you can go and see as many films as you want, because it's a really nice way to get me out of the house when normally I'm sat behind my desk doing editing or other stuff or streaming all the time, and it gets me to see more movies, which canonically I am bad at doing. So all of those things are really fun. So we're going to do that eventually when we get around to doing it, and try and go and see like at least a movie a week, which will be really, really weird. I mean, if we see 3 movies in 2 months, that covers the cost of the ticket anyway. So a movie every 2 weeks wouldn't necessarily be too bad, but that's sort of the plan. Aside from that, looking at all the cool stuff which is coming out really imminently throughout the month of September of cool games. Jump Ship is minutes away. It feels like, sorry, Jump Space. I must get it correct. There's loads of cool games that are coming out this month, and there is not enough time, and I'm going to London for some of it. So yeah, that's everything. It's busy, and that's good. Yeah, I think.
Excellent. So not much happening then. No.
Oh, it's so busy, but it's good.
Alec.
Hello. Yes, I finally got my thoughts in order while Claire was talking about what the hell I've been doing this week. It's not very much, actually. There's a tube strike on, which is, as someone who works in London, is a bit of a pain, but it gives me an excuse to leap on what used to be called a Boris bike. Yes, I'm that guy without a helmet that hasn't cycled a bike for ages, who's suddenly wobbling around the traffic in London, trying to get from Euston to Clerkenwell. I quite like it. It's probably dangerous, but I like finding sort of backstreet shortcuts. And I got lost twice, which is incredibly annoying. So I thought I knew the way, and I was cycling along from Euston to Clerkenwell, going, yes, I recognise this. Yeah, yes, I recognise this. I'm definitely going the right way. Zigzag through, parks and shortcuts, and then suddenly it's like, shit, I don't recognise this at all. Get the phone out. I'm cycling in the wrong direction. Bollocks. And then I did exactly the same going home, which is really annoying because I should know this route, but I haven't cycled it for too long. So that was fun. But I didn't fall off my bike, so there.
You've only had one trip. We will keep a count.
Yeah, we'll see. I've got two more days to fall off.
Ready the sign, lads. Ready the sign.
I shouldn't say that. What else have I done? I watched half of Thursday Murder Club, and then gave up because it's absolute gash. Knives Out, stroke Glass Onion. It ain't for sure.
Oh.
I'm sure some people will like it, but honestly, it's just a bunch of old farts being old farts. It's really tedious. I thought, sorry, other opinions are available, but I thought it was really dull. I did finish watching The Spy with Sacha Baron Cohen, which I really enjoyed. I just picked that up randomly, and it's terrific. Sacha Baron Cohen is not a half bad serious actor, considering what he used to do, which I also liked. But yeah, when he wants to be a serious actor, he plays this. I didn't know about this story, but it's quite extraordinary, about an Israeli spy in the 60s who basically ends up in Syria and pretty much ends up being appointed as their Minister of Defense, which is extraordinary. But yeah, it's a hell of a story.
That's the ultimate Manchurian Candidate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's got and I won't spoil it. It's really good. This evening I fell through a toilet seat, which was quite exciting. Standing on my toilet seat half an hour before the show to put a picture up, and I knew I shouldn't have been standing on it, and it collapsed, and I went through it.
Oh God, I had the bicycle accident on the pool, but I didn't have the toilet seat accident.
Yeah, you see, Dave, since last bike accident,
that's money right down the drain.
Dave, since last toilet seat.
It's been flushed away, that money.
Very good. In games, way back when I was at PitCon, Caleb and Cola and somebody else as well. Caleb and Cola is the guy with the fantastic, like realistic Elite Dangerous helmet that he made, but was recommending that I should absolutely get the Wallace and Gromit golf course add-on to Walkabout Mini Golf, which is a terrific VR game. And I completely forgot, and then I finally got it, and it's incredible because you're in VR in Wallace and Gromit land playing mini golf. I mean, what it says on the tin, it's just hilarious and beautifully done. And then in Elite, I can't believe I'm saying this because it sounds like I haven't done anything, but I'm still tinkering with this this time trial race around the city. It's taken a lot of tinkering. It's driven me mad. It's driven Razafrag mad, who's the ED Copilot developer. But I think we finally got it perfect. So yeah, I'll be releasing that soon. And at the same time, I mean, it's great that we can do ship time trials. It's so exciting. I need to try and get more people into this because I think a lot of people passed on SRVs, but this is ships. Ships. You can do canyon races now. So Duck has turned Busto's Canyon, which is a sort of elite racer's favorite, I think, into a time trial, and it's just everything you would dream of. It's low altitude. You know, some of the waypoints have max altitude height on it, so it's low altitude, skimming round canyons with hairpins and chicanes, and it's fantastic. It's so good. And Duck's released his just about half an hour ago. So if you've got ED Copilot and you scroll down, you'll find Busto's Canyon, and it's a proper timed canyon race. It's sensational. Yes, that's my week, I think.
Excellent. Chris Mark 4.
What have I been up to? It is our family. Every family has a mad birthday, anniversary, sort of month, week period, and this is ours. So lots of like birthdays and anniversaries and meeting up in different bits and pieces. So lots of meals out and bits. I've not been to see any films, which is rare for me. I did go to see Jaws a couple of weeks ago in IMAX. It was released for its sort of anniversary screening. So I got to see Jaws in massive vision, which was excellent. It was really good fun going out and doing that.
Does the head falling out still make you jump?
Just everything makes me jump. I'm a wimp in the cinema. Seriously, I shoot about a foot in the air at any loud noises. But yeah, no, excellent. And yeah, and that's been about it. I've not done a ton of gaming, I've got to be honest. I have not really been an elite this week. I'm meant to be getting my Panther Clipper back out again because this was my plan. I was waiting for the Panther Clipper to arrive, and then I was going to start doing some of my colonization building again, and I've not quite got round to that yet. And also seeing that No Man's Sky has got an expedition out always makes me want to go back to No Man's Sky. So I've got too many demands on my time at the moment, far too many demands. But yeah, we'll try and get around to a lot more of it. What have you been up to, Colin?
Myself, well, let's see. Ironically, I've almost been turned into both strawberry and raspberry jam on my bike into to work over the last week. Yes,
ready the sign.
ready the sign. I am desperately now looking for alternative routes because so yes, that keeps you regular. I'll tell you that. In new job and all that kind of stuff. So I'm still finding my feet with it, and just getting on. And let's see, in gaming wise, I'm still trying to get through Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know what it is. I know I've just got the last 10 hours left of the main campaign. I'm just finding it difficult to keep going.
And decision-making paralysis as well in the third act really does not help.
No, it doesn't, because I've got about 6 or 7 things on my list, and I'm there thinking, I don't know what to do.
Yep, definitely a thing.
So maybe I should just choose one and just go for it. So there's that. There's also been doing a lot of the Dawn of War stuff and getting my arse kicked online, which, to tell you the truth, is pretty normal. So yes, I'm sulking because I got my bottom handed to me on the plate very, very badly. And then on top of that, plenty of elite, which means that I was out where the Cygnus was when it didn't move, and the Orion didn't move. So I came back, handed in all my data, and then the next day, Frontier said, "Hand in all your data, and we'll start a CG for handing in all your data." So, but more on that later. And of course, a little bit of power play on the side as well, which has been interesting. And it's sad to say that's been my week. So yes, let's move on to the development news. What have the devs said this week? Well, there's two major things. First of all, there's the Type-11 Prospector. We had the wonderful video from FDev, which we're going to park for the moment and discuss it later. The main thing that we should say about this, though, 2 weeks. 2 weeks it's coming. So not this week, but the week after. And yes, I'm doing that sort of bridge thing with my hands at the moment. Hump 1, hump 2, 2 weeks, and yes, so we'll have it then. I was
hopefully we may have it before. However, obviously that's never confirmed, but hopefully we'll have a good idea of what it's like by 2 weeks' time to be able to talk about it.
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully. Not saying anything more on that, eh?
Can't, because we don't know.
Yeah. However, though, I will just add, is that going to be a lot quicker than people are expecting? Because I wasn't expecting this ship to arrive for at least another month.
Is this the third one of the year?
Yes, this is the third one.
This is the third one. Yeah, that's thick and fast, isn't it? Interesting.
I know. So, I mean, everyone wanted the Panther Clipper. The Corsairs is still pretty Marmite. And this one, yeah, well, we'll discuss this one later. So, but that's not all. Today we got something new, which might be close to one person on the crew's heart. I don't know. Just guessing. Inactive squadron leader changes. Now, since Alec is so enthusiastic about this, off you go.
So, I'm sure other squadrons have been having this, but I've been keeping slightly quiet about this because we've been waiting to see what would happen. But oops, I've just deleted the show notes. That's not good. Yeah, so basically, the Buckyball Racing Club squadron, for example, the owner of that squadron has long since departed the game. They've been absent for years now. Drakir, who I named the Drakir rally after, Commander Drakir, we have no contact with him. So when Vanguard's dropped, we've basically not been able to play with it because I don't have permissions to do anything like get to the info page and design logos and assign permissions and things. So we've kind of been waiting for this. Yeah, so basically they've implemented what I think is a pretty cool change, which is that basically if the squadron leader hasn't logged in for 90 days, I think it is, then people at the next level down, so as with new squadrons, old squadrons, ranks are in a sort of linear tier, top tier, tier 2, so on and so on, with different permissions. So people in the next tier down from the current owner, they all get an inbox message, I think is how it's going to work, that says will say something, I guess, like you're eligible to be the new squadron leader. And I guess partly so they can contact the actual owner and go, oh, you're about to lose ownership, mate. Maybe you want to log in. And then basically if the absent owner still hasn't logged in within another week, then unless there's a bunch of conditions, but unless those conditions happen, then somebody in the next rank down will be promoted to leader. They'll kind of be picked at random. What are the conditions that are down? There's like, oh yeah, so if the squadron leader does log back in after their 90-day absenteeism during that period, then the process is cancelled, which is fair enough. If there are no active members at the next rank down, then it tries the rank below that. all the way down to if there are no active members in the squadron, then what did they call it? They said that the squadron would be marked as inactive, which apparently doesn't mean that much, except that they're hidden from the public squadron browser. So if you're browsing for a squadron to join, you won't find inactive squadrons where all the members are basically not playing anymore. So yeah, it seems pretty cool. So I mean, it's very cool for me personally because it means that me or one of the other guys at the sort of that's still active in Buckyball Racing Club will be able to get control of the squadron and start doing things with it. And a lot of people were sort of saying before this solution, oh, just do just start a new squadron, and that's all very well, except the Buckyball Racing Club squadron is called the Buckyball Racing Club, and it has BBRC as its insignia, and nothing else will be as good. Like just as an aside on this story, but for the same reason, we've also lost control of our website, and we've sort of made the decision not to worry about it too much. But people talked about starting a new website, but the trouble is, if you Google for the Buckyball Racing Club, you hit the older website, which is still there but out of our control. So starting a new site doesn't necessarily help you very much. And in the same way with squadrons, I didn't particularly want to start a new squadron, and I didn't want to leave the Buckyball Racing Clubs either. So I was basically stuck being excluded from Vanguards. So yeah, this is great. Sorry, somebody else talk about this as well, but I'm very happy.
No, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I think 90 days, that is a good warning period.
I agree, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it seems pretty decent.
I mean, there have been some complaints, haven't there, Psychic? But
I mean, I think there's been an initial knee-jerk reaction from a small handful of folks who were like, oh, someone's going to be able to jump in and steal my squadron. And I don't see how... I don't say necessarily how that would be a case when it will go to your designated second in command.
Yeah, I was going to say somebody who you gave top level command to.
You gave this these permissions to will be one of these people that's chosen. I just kept thinking back to the point when I was bedridden for like 9 months. I'm pretty sure I managed to at least log on, or at least make sure that I had logged on in some manner of some means during at least a couple of times that period when I couldn't play. And I feel like 90 days is more than enough and I would rally myself in a week to gain access to like you can open Steam on your phone, and you can open Steam Hub Play on your phone, and actually, if your computer is on, you can log into your computer, and yeah, there's funny ways that you can do it. So it's not impossible to load Elite from anywhere. So it would take a minute for you to do it, but it is doable, even if you're laying prone for that time. But also, if you're not well, you should be thinking about, or maybe if I'm not going to be available for 90 days, or not well, not wanting to play anymore, then you can hand that squadron over to someone else. It also gives those of us who have squadrons who are like, oh, we're being kind of linear. They've given us 25 roles now that we can give people rather than the 5. Something along those lines, might be 15. So it gives you that opportunity to designate like a single second in command. So like you can sort of like future-proof it now for those people who aren't in Alex's position and are just waiting. Those people who are in charge currently, I can go, for want of any other person on this planet, but I can go, I'm going to make Kremen my second in command, because I know if I can't log on, I know that the squadron is in good hands with Kremen. Yeah. It's the nicest thing I'm ever going to say.
You can even, because there's so many spare ranks to use.
Yeah.
You can dedicate rank 2 to the next person you'd like it to go to, and rank 3 to the person after that you'd like it to go to. Literally individuals in rank 2, rank 3, rank 4 and then start using the ranks as intended below that. You know, you can use the top 3, 4, 5 ranks to predefine the list of people that you want it to go to. So it's pretty cool.
For sure, and that's this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant that this is in and this is here. Well done, Frontier. Going from not being able to do it at all to giving us this, I think is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, it is actually functionality that's needed in any guild subsystem. So I'm glad they've put this in.
Yeah.
So yep, thumbs up all around for that one. Right, I guess, Alex, the community news.
And now, to the community coroner.
It's a dead game, innit, mate?
Okay, got a nice sort of random smattering of stuff. First up, I haven't been sort of watching Ninja Space Unicorn streams for a while, but it sounds like they're sort of revisiting DW1, DW2 in anticipation of DW3, presumably. And the Big Boo has kind of done a write-up of Ninja Space Unicorn's revisiting of the DW1/2 expedition. So there's a nice little blog there, and I think it points to stream clips and things. So yeah, if you're sort of getting excited about DW3 and want to revisit some of the memories of 1 and 2 through the eyes of Ninja Space Unicorn, then there's the blog for you to do that. Next up is, oh yeah, this was really fun find yesterday. Actually, I was struggling for community corner news, and this is just perfect because it's what I like best, which is something interesting by somebody new that we haven't featured before. So it's a video called HIP 18085 News, Blossoming and Thriving by Kerensky. And it's basically, I think they'll be fairly infrequent actually, having commented, but it's like sort of news about a system that's being colonized. So sort of the idea of a sort of published, broadcast, very local news specific to a system that's being colonized, which it's lovely because I really like colonization. I really like the flavor that people are able to give systems through, you know, the choices, the cosmetic choices they make and the naming they make, and the idea of doing something out of game like this as sort of news channel for your system is great. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it. They've got a sort of a fake advert, you know, a bit like some of the ones we've got. They've got an advert in the middle of the video. They've got an interview with the squadron architect, which is sort of done with kind of in-game MP, you know, on-foot character footage, but with spoken dialogue. I like the description as well. So the description is now with 100% human inside, no artificial flavoring!
Ooh, you love to see it.
What's cool, and I didn't really get the full story, but I commented that I was going to feature this, and they pointed me at the fact that there was a previous episode which I looked at just before the show. And although I didn't have time to listen to it, quite a lot of the comments on that were saying, why the AI voice? So I love that. They've taken that on board. They've ditched the AI voice, and you know, they're voicing it themselves, and it's fantastic. So yes, if you were turned off Kerensky's first HIP 18085 news, which I think was called, I've lost it. I deleted it again. Anyway, whatever it was, then maybe give it another listen because they've ditched the AI and it's really good. It's really funny. I really like it. Right. Next up, we have a new cartoon by the High Wake. I mean, what's to say? I always love the High Wake cartoons. They always make me giggle. I always like the little bits of detail. What I will say is this one called Daddy's in the House, which is about the Panther Clipper. I'll read the thing in a minute. Literally made me laugh out loud on the train. The punchline was just, it cracked me up. It was so funny. Yeah, the blurb for this one says, as a wise man once said, there is always a bigger one than yours. Panther Clipper, the great and terrible, completely changed the landscape of cargo transportation in the galaxy. I'll let you in on a little secret. I once didn't listen to one good piece of advice, and instead of a Panther Clipper, I included an Imperial cutter in the story. Elite Dangerous, taking that loop of shame. an unforgivable mistake, which I hope to at least slightly correct with this animation. And of course, a huge thank you to Commander Regget for a great story. Yeah, so do watch this highway because it's really funny. I also like, has anyone else seen it? I really like that there's like a little crackly TV screen in one of the cockpits off to the side that's showing Frontier unlocked, and then the screen just goes dead.
I haven't seen it yet. I knew there was something that I had a list of things that I wanted to do before this episode started, and one of them was watch that. My apologies. I'll watch it soon.
As always, some great little jokes in the background of different people's cockpits and things. Next up, it's nice to see a return to Foxy Loxy. I haven't watched this yet, but people might remember I featured quite a few Foxy Loxy videos because they were a kind of Star Citizen player and they came over very fresh to Elite and made videos about all their discoveries, and they were I thought they were absolutely delightful. And Foxy Loxy has just got into colonization, so this is Making Your Own Home Amongst the Stars, Part 1, Looking for a Home. And Foxy just writes, making our own home amongst the stars is no more a dream in Elite Dangerous with the new colonization feature. In this video, I step out for the very first in making that happen. And searching for a good piece of land is not easy, but I believe once you find it, it's half of the success. And I think episode 2 might have just come out today, actually. Right, I'm going to hand over to Claire for the next piece because it was a late edition.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. So this is coming from Commander Orange Phoenix's Discord. This Thursday, the 11th of September, they will be holding the annual Heart and Soul Memorial Trip, and all are welcome to participate, or even just come along for the ride. The event will give commanders the opportunity to visit the Heart and Soul area with free transport there and back. The carrier will be leaving from the Toon system in the bubble tomorrow at midnight. I'm assuming maybe tonight at midnight. And we'll be in the destination system for Wednesday tonight at midnight. Okay, and we'll be leaving the destination, and we'll be in the destination system for Wednesday evening and the entire of Thursday. I will be, I as in Orange Phoenix, will be taking the Daddy Warbucks carrier back to the Toon system for Friday evening to allow all involved to have a short trip and be back at the bubble for the weekend. As a bonus, this may also provide an opportunity for commanders to gather systems for the recently announced CG. So, if you wish to be a part of this very short excursion, please be aboard the Daddy Warbucks fleet carrier situated in Toon no later than midnight UTC, Tuesday the 9th of September, and be back aboard by no later than midday Friday the 12th of September for the return trip. This is done. Orange Phoenix does this on his dad's birthday. It's what would have been his dad's birthday. So there you are.
Nice.
Go and join in should you wish.
Yeah, how do you pronounce that? Ton, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm assuming Toon.
Ton or Tune?
TUN. That's what it is.
Excellent, good fun. There's going to be an SRV race as well. I'm not sure I can make that. Anyway, right, a couple of third-party kind of shout-outs. The first is, I used to shout out Elite Dangerous all the time, and they're just constantly doing good stuff and adding new adventures. And incidentally, did I mention this? There's an adventure to go with Takoso's album, which I really must go off and go and run through.
So good, you'll really like it.
Oh, you did it, didn't you? You've done
I've
it.
done
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's so good.
Yeah, I must do that. Anyway, I picked up on this. So alongside their adventures and other things, they've kind of implemented their own CGs, I think, and they have kind of two styles. They have personal ones, I forget what they're called, and then they have these things called galactic missions, actually, and this is only their second one. And basically, a galactic mission is a time-limited community mission. It's made up of stages, each with actions to complete to progress the mission and the story. At 100%, you move on to the next stage. All participants receive final reward, with the top 10 earning an additional bonus. So yes, it's like it's an in-game CG, but the story and the thing that tells you what you're supposed to do is out of game, and the measuring of it is out of game.
Sounds a
but
little bit like
unlike
Interstellar Initiatives, a little
yeah,
bit more like that,
yes, and
yeah.
yeah, it's really cool because not only because it's sort of better than a CG because it's a CG and a mission. So once you complete it, clocks on to the next bit
Mm.
of a handcrafted story. And this story is Helios Interstellar picks up the thread and opens a new chapter. A new horizon is taking shape. Will you be part of it? Starting right now, every flight, scan, and choice will shape what comes next. So cool. I wish I had time to do more of their stuff. And talking about third-party stuff, last week I was talking about the huge amount of work that the ED HUD mod guys have been doing to try and desperately catch up with the Vanguard's update and fix ED HUD mod so you can have all your lovely HUD colors back. They've done it. Hallelujah. 5th of September, they finally managed to release a new version of, it's slightly confusing, but basically EDHM, as I understand it, is the underlying mods. And then a separate developer has developed this thing called EDHM UI, which is the front-end UI for tweaking all that stuff. So both things have been released. So there's a new version of EDHM and UI now. And I just personally, and I hopefully on behalf of all the EDHM users, just want to give a massive shout out of appreciation to Fred and Blue Mystic and all the other devs over there, because from what I said last week, it's a huge amount of work they have to do every update comes, and it's much appreciated because we love our non-orange HUD colors. Yeah, so thank you. And lastly, I'm going to hand over to Colin.
Yeah, and I was, as we've moved all our stuff over to Spotify, I thought, oh, I wonder if there's anything else in Elite Dangerous for on Spotify. So I typed that in, and apart from getting the huge amount of Lave Radio episodes that are now available, and also this thing called Flight Assist.
It was a really popular one, so we don't do it anymore.
And then of course sort of loose screws. I did come across a couple of podcasts which have actually reviewed Elite Dangerous lately. One of which was the Steam PC gaming podcast, and the two guys there have tried Elite Dangerous for the first time. It's actually, as usual, it's really interesting to hear what Elite Dangerous newbies feel about the very, very beginning of the game. And fair play to them. They got really stuck into it. They both like No Man's Sky, so they've heard about this game and Elite Dangerous, so they thought I'd give it a try and then reviewed it. Three things. One, they enjoyed it. That's always a good sign. Two, they can't believe how pretty a 10-year-old game is. And then finally, they did say that they had a lot of trouble with the onboarding, which I think that is, yeah, everybody who's starting Elite Dangerous now knows about the learning cliff. So, well, it's not really a learning cliff; it's more like a learning overhang in some cases. But yeah, so we've included a little link in there too, if anybody wants to hear them review Elite Dangerous. So
yeah, good find. I'll be all over that tomorrow. I love stuff like that, listening to people that have not come across Elite before talking about it.
Yeah, I found a couple of 5-minute reviews and things like that. I haven't come across a bad review yet, but they all say the same thing. Can't believe this game is 10 years old. I had a good fun, but it took a lot of getting into it, and I got a strange feeling that, I think everybody said, I've been playing it for 30 hours, yet I just feel that I've just scratched the surface. Yes, you have.
Yep. Cool. Good.
Yeah. So if you have a community event that's taking place soon and you'd like us to shout about it across the airwaves, you can tweet the crew at Lave Radio or email us at info@laveradio.com. So the in-game events, what's been happening this week? Well, there's only one in-game event that's happened this week, and it's a continuation from the treasure hunt, because Rackham has funded an exploration push after the HIP 87621 discovery. Except we don't know what the actual HIP 87621 discovery is, But he's saying, right, I'm going to personally pay you all for scanning rocky and heavy metal planets. That's it. Rock on, dude. Heavy metal planets and bring them back to bring them back to me, and I will give you extra money. I'm funding this initiative personally, he says. So yes.
Can I touch on this slightly? This might be a little ranty, so apologies in advance. Please don't ask me to calm down or anything along those lines. It's nice that we now have a countdown until something's going to happen, because I was watching the Canon Discord, dozens of folks placed in different places, logging in, checking if it was in their system, and logging out. So not only was that just because of FOMO, they didn't want to log out of the game or didn't want to go and do something else because there was a potential that something might happen.
Yeah.
Because there was no regularity to the way that the Cygnus jumped or anything along those lines.
Right, you're talking about the continuation of the treasure trail and the fact that people thought the two megaships were going to come together and go somewhere and unlock.
Well, that was certainly the indication from the notes. Yeah, we were the log said we'll meet at the final rendezvous and then jump to the final destination. But now we have a lovely CG which is conveniently finishing the day before the update.
Yes,
the next drop. So we can sort of, with confidence, we can go and play something else in the other side of the galaxy and come back towards that spot for when the Type-11 Prospector update happens, and expect. It's not guaranteed, I appreciate that, but we can expect that something is going to happen over in this new system with the unlock. But when there's nothing happening and people are logging in and logging out, it's so frustrating to see that happen. And it was also frustrating seeing people in the Frontier Unlock Discord saying nobody's telling you not to play the game.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Do you think the stuff? So luckily, personally, because I was sort of somewhat distracted with time trial stuff and going to see Terry last weekend and things, I've sort of not got as deep into this as otherwise I'd probably be one of those people sort of desperately refreshing and going, does anyone know anything? Does anyone know anything? But I certainly picked up that was the thing. Do you think there's stuff about the Cygnus pilot being a bit flaky and was their weak attempt to signpost that this might take a while?
I think it was their weak attempt to say, oh, it's going to be jumping everywhere, and it might not be something that we can measure. But you know what we really, really like as a community is regularity. And lots of people like to be able to go, I don't want to feel like I'm going to miss out on this thing, so I'm just going to log out. If it's not happened, I'm going to log. I'm gonna log in. If it's not happened, I'm gonna log back out. And that's no retention. That's no play. And I'm not just talking about. The more I talked about it, the more I thought maybe it's just me coming from a content creator perspective. Like, I want to be able to cover it as soon as it happens because that's what I do. And no, if you're the other side of the galaxy. Granted, you might not be able to get there in time, but knowing when something is going to happen gives you that opportunity to get off social media at the particular time when it's supposed to happen. Do you know what I mean?
I think at least timescales. I think at least they could have said, I don't know, in one of the messages, in the last message that you find towards the end of the last treasure trail, they could have been a letter saying, I found something else. I'm just going to be away for a couple of weeks and then I'll come. But I don't know, something like that.
Something like that. Do you know what was really, really great when the Titans died and they exploded? Do you know what was really great about that? We got a fucking countdown.
Yeah.
And we knew exactly when it was going to happen, so we could so we could get off social media, not watch anything, all of that kind of stuff until we were ready to do it, or we could log in at the right time to go and see these things. And the fact that that hasn't been there, I felt for Canon more than anything else. I felt for Canon with this because I've seen so many people logging in and logging out, and it's just like there's no retention there as far as gameplay is concerned. So it can't be the best thing for Frontier either.
Yeah, well, I mean, on Saturday, when a week to the day we started getting the messages, I logged in the hope, nothing happening. Oh, I'll just take the ship back to my fleet carrier then and see if I can try and make my system happy. Fat chance.
Do you want to speculate at all about where any of this is going, or save that for another show?
Save it for another show.
No, I want to put my marker right now down.
Oh
right
God,
now.
there we go.
Yeah, we're getting space worms. We're getting June sandworms. Every other space game's got them now. No Man's Sky's got them. So Star Citizen. So come on, it's got to be.
Didn't Helldivers just get? Do you mean sandworms?
Yes, sandworms.
Helldivers. Didn't Helldivers just get them as well?
Yeah.
The Helldivers have got fucking dragons. I can guarantee you that's the thing.
So I reckon that's what it is. We've detected a new life form, and all of a sudden there are thresher maws all over the galaxy and certain worlds, and that's it. You've got to team up and harvest their bits.
Well, I'm happy to say
heavy
this
metal
for
worms.
Can I plant my flag in the ground as well?
Go for it.
Go on.
Claims? This is completely. It's a bit random, and I 50-50. I don't know. But anyway, here was my thought. What if HIP 87621 is permit locked because it's quarantined?
Spiders.
And what's in that system? Now, I'm not going to credit Frontier with being able to put animals of any sort, moving animals. But what I will credit them with is some kind of like the red vines in War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Some kind of, so it's got some kind of quarantined new plant life, which as soon as we break that permit lock and all go bundling in there, which is exactly what's going to happen. Thousands of players are immediately going to go bundling in there. We're going to start spreading this thing around the galaxy, and it's going to start infecting other plants and turning them all horrid looking. And there'll be bonuses for exobiology scanning of all these new horrid looking infected plants. But it will also be the kind of big long running next storyline of having to find a cure and undo what we've done.
So that's Day of the Triffids then, or / zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, so that's my prediction, that this system is quarantined for a reason.
You know what I love about that the most is that it is, from what you're describing, it sounds like it's like a color mesh that goes over existing builds.
Yeah, it's easy. How hard can it be?
Yeah, that's why I like it more than anything else. It's because it's literally just going to be a mesh cover of it. Which I think is
We want our worms. We want our worms.
We've decorated the spire sites, everyone. It's good. It's all good.
Oh my god!
Put tinsel on the spire sites. I like that you've gone for big game hunting, though, Colin. That's bold.
Big game hunting. It was promised at Kickstarter.
Yes, you got to get worm teeth.
We've got to get our Kickstarter promises like big game hunting. Oh no! I'll tell you what I predict.
Go on.
It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's going to be the dampest squib that you have ever seen. We get there and we're like, why?
Is it going to be a limpet? Is it going to be an extra bag on the plant scanner?
I tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be like the drone controller, because I'm still not sure what that is.
Oh God, let's get onto that in a minute.
Oh, Chris, come on! You've got to have a theory
of what we're going to find on our Rocky High Metal content worlds.
Yes,
or what's going to be in HIP, or what this is all signposting. Something's got to happen.
groundbreaking exobiology stuff.
Yeah,
groundbreaking exobiology. I think we're all getting pot plants for our cockpit. We'll have the ability to pick. You can pick your favorite plant, and you can put it in a pot plant for your cockpit. It's a new grabber tool that's going on your plant scanner, where you can take a sample and you can put it on your cockpit.
Don't joke about shit like this, Chris. It's exciting. It's exciting.
You can put it on your and you can put it on your fleet carrier as well in your little commander's
Video.
quarters. There. I'm gonna get carried away now.
Oh dear. Or basically the remains of salvation we're getting.
Is this? Are we finally hitting? Are we finally at the point where there is proof that there was a gas leak in the Orange Sidewinder? Is that where we are now?
The Orange Sidewinder bar has carbon monoxide poisoning. Dear. Yeah, so okay, there's our wacky theories. We have to get the wacky theories out. We'll discuss some more serious ones when we know something's happening. So, time for the power play rankings. Staying in 12, we have Torval, who's managed to gain 17 systems this week, bringing her total up to 651. Petraeus stays in 11th, having gained 1 system up to 691. Delaney remains in 10th, having gained 5 systems, bringing him up to 717. 9th, Winters gains 14 systems, up to 733. In 8th, we still have Kane, gaining only 3 systems this week, going up to 936. But we have a position change. In 7th, we have Antal, who has gained 6 systems this week to bring him up to 973. But overtaking him into 6th place is Archer, gaining 11 systems, bringing his total up to 977. I'll try that again. 977. In 5th, we have Grom gaining 5 systems to bring his total up to 1,224. In 4th, Lee Yong-ru continues to storm ahead, gaining 12 systems, bringing him up to 1,242. Arissa, the Emperor, has recovered significantly by gaining 17 systems, bringing her total up to 1,610. Mahon stays completely still at 2, having gained no systems. So his total stays at 1,689. However, powering ahead, as per usual, and I'm getting bored of saying this, having gained 20 systems, with a massive total of 1,977, we have the blue-haired princess, Aisling Duval.
Oh no, is she in the lead again? How surprising.
Well, I know, it's all those bathwater and toilet water sales. But still. And that's your power play rankings this week.
May her eau de bath sales plummet.
They won't though. They won't. These
simps. Yeah.
I didn't say it. I did not say it. That was Colin.
Yep. I have no problem saying that whatsoever. Saying, mind you, I'm a Arissa simp now, I suppose. So.
That's wild. That is wild to me.
I'm disappointed in Antel. I need to get back to power play. God, there's so many things I need to get back
to. Too busy managing your own squadron soon.
Yeah, God, yeah. Maybe I'm not the best choice. I'm far too busy.
Oh, dear. So that brings us to that time of the week.
Score alert!
In the bi-weekly newsletter, here come paint jobs for your arcs. In the bi-weekly newsletter, here come paint jobs for your
Welcome back. Well, there's 2 things to talk about, really. Well, We have the emerald green paint jobs for the Cobra Mark 5, the Corsair, the Type 8, the Panther Clipper, Mandalay, and Python Mark 2. As soon as I saw these, I went, we're off to see the wizard.
They're very green. They're very green.
You know how green they are? It reminds me of Blackadder saying, I have made something for you, Lord Blackadder, a product of pure green. Wow. It is the greenest green I have greened in quite a while, I think.
Although the Panther Clipper, it just needs a yellow stripe. It just needs that yellow stripe, and we're there, gang.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We're so close. Just give us that yellow stripe. Don't even need to call it Thunderbird or anything. Just give us that yellow stripe.
Yeah, it needs a yellow stripe, and it needs the engine pods to be red. But apart from that,
yeah. Just give us that yellow stripe. I'm not even bothered about the red. Just give us the yellow stripe. We'll be fine.
Our lightning bird paint job, please.
So yeah, I mean, they do look quite. I am thinking, perhaps I'd like to see that in the Cobra Mark 5. But what about everybody else?
Did someone just have some excess green paint lying around? Was there just a showroom somewhere with so much green paint that they were like, do you know what? It is green. For people that are listening on the podcast, the word green would be in all caps, Comic Sans, bold, all across the screen, green. Just so that you get an idea of this.
I think if you look it up on the Ball and Farrow paint chart, I think it's called fucking green.
Yeah, that feels right.
It's called obscene green. That's what it's called, obscene green,
right.
Because Farrow and Ball would turn their nose up at this and just.
It's more green than a kale and broccoli smoothie.
It is greener than Easter Road on match day. It is just unbelievable.
Oh, I got far too Scottish for me then. I don't hate them. Also, I don't hate them. It's not my personal choice, but I don't hate them.
How can you say they got more Scottish when I said recently kale and broccoli?
No, it was the Easter.
That was the road reference.
Yes.
Easter road reference.
I had to quickly check when St. Patrick's Day was, because I was like, is this like a holdover from St. Patrick's Day where they're like, release it now? We have all these emerald things.
We're getting it in the chat room. Actually, you'll find it's emerald.
I take it all back. I stand corrected.
It's green, man.
I'm liking the gag.
Green.
Greener than foot passengers on P&O ferries. Greener than Chicago River on St. Patrick's Day. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
I like it.
How green is it? Yes, right.
This green goes up to 11.
Oh dear. But that's not all. They've got the Mandalay and Asp Explorer exploration jumpstart ships, which are now 50% off until the 22nd of September. I wonder why.
They said it in the tweet. You can use them to do the exploration CG.
I know. Funny that, isn't it? So yes, if you haven't got a ship that could do it, you wouldn't have. It's not a bad shout, really. Yeah, like that Romulan green. Yes, Romulans are that kind of green, aren't they? When you can actually see them. But yeah, I think it's time to take a ad break, and we'll come back with our main discussion after these messages.
We buy any ship,
bar none.
We buy any ship,
bar none. Any model, any colour, any shape, any size.
We buy any ship,
bar none. We here at We Buy Any Ship Bar None are ready to take your excess space travel vehicles off your hands. No more negotiating with dodgy space station vendors. We'll simply give you an estimated quote online. Then, when you get here, we'll point out all the little dents and scratches that make the price get smaller and smaller before we actually give you any money. And the beauty is, we take any ship.
We buy any ship,
bar none. Terms and conditions apply. We Buy Any Ship excludes trading in any of the following vehicles: Adder, Anaconda, Asp, Boa, Cobra, Constrictor, Cruisers, Eagle, Falcon, Gecko, Griffin, Gear, Harris, Harrier, Hawk, Kestrel, Crate, Lanners, Lifters, Lions, Mantis, Merlin, Moray, Osprey, Panther, Puma, Python, Saker, Sidewinder, Skeet, Spar, Stowmaster, Tearsel, Tiger, Transporter, Turner, Viper, Wyvern, or any Imperial or Thargoid vessels.
Protecting settlements from villainous scum, it's Settlement Patrolman. The action figure every child wants. Wearing the all-new Manticore Dominator suit with light-up jump assist thrusters. Press his backpack to hear Settlement Patrolman speak.
Not seen you around here before, Commander. Is that a Karma P15 in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? Hey, don't point that at me.
When alarms sound, Settlement Patrolman rides into action in his surface reconnaissance vehicle with pop-up turret and glow-in-the-dark wheel trims. Settlement Patrolman. Surface reconnaissance vehicle and action figure sold separately. Available from branches of Lave Toy Depot and other retailers. Microelectrode, ion battery, and circuit switch not included.
There's bargains, bargains, bargains at Etienne Dawn's Unspecified Meat Emporium. Etienne Dawn's Unspecified Meat Emporium haven't just been slicing carcasses, but also slicing their prices. All unspecified meat sausages now 2 for the price of 1. A pack of assorted meat steaks, now with 50% more meat at half the price. How about chops? Our surprising meat chops now also 50% off. And introducing our massive meat hamper. It's a family of 4. No, that should say feeds a family of 4, right?
Stick to the script, Claire. It says it's a family of 4.
Okay, I'll stick to the script.
Yeah, you do that.
It's a family of 4. Etienne Dawn's Unspecified Meat Emporium. Find us in the Lave Business Directory or visit us next to the station mortuary. Etienne Dawn's Unspecified Meat Emporium. You'll wonder how our prices are so low.
And welcome back. Well, it has to be said that the Type-11 will be our discussion point this week. We know what's coming in 2 weeks' time, and if you like mining, this does seem like it's a God-given ship for you. The cockpit is front-mounted with a wide angle for spotting the best asteroids. The engine pods are on outer arms which retract. Either when landing or the cargo scoop's been deployed, which creates a tighter profile for navigating between asteroids. It's impossible to miss the brand new precision mining tool called the Mining Volley Repeater, which is basically the cross between a mining laser and abrasion blaster. So it's a class 3 and really can only be fitted to the Type-11. The ship itself holds 8 hardpoints, 4 of which are dedicated to mining, and you'll only be able to equip mining weapons or tools on it. And the size of that is 1 large, 2 medium, and 1 small, while the remaining 4 can equip any hardpoint that matches their size. So you've got 3 small and 1 medium. It has the following 12 optional internals: 2 size 1, 1 size 2, 1 size 3, 1 size 4, 2 size 5, and 3 5/6s. But as we should point out, some of these internals are reserved for specific modules. The one for size 5 is dedicated for a fighter bay, while the other one is for a dedicated drone controller. So yes, that's a brand new mining limpet, which is coming with it.
I mean, I'm still unclear what that thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't know about that. The final core modules are a size 6 power plant, size 5 thrusters, size 5 frame shift drive, size 3 life support, size 7 power distributor, size 3 sensor deck, and finally a size 5 fuel tank. So, we've all seen the videos. I was quite impressed, but let's go around everybody and see what they think. We'll start with Psychic.
Hi. Yeah, I've got thoughts. Firstly, it's great that they took the flickering shadows out of the game and then added something that would recreate them for us. Fantastic, thank you. With the mining laser because of how it does all the flashy lights. Great.
Oh, right.
I hope that's not as bad as it looked, as it had the potential to look, because we weren't. When you turned and looked at it, it wasn't necessarily like that. But I am concerned that there might be a flashy light, especially if you're on the dark side of a planet and you're quite close to an asteroid. I'm concerned that there are flashes. That's all I will say on that, and I hope that it isn't that bad. As bad as it has the potential to be from what we've seen so far. The mining volley repeater, this is the information that you've just read came from the thing that they posted, that Frontier posted yesterday, which was a summary of the video alongside the video. Now, this mining volley repeater has been given 2 descriptions now. On the video, it said, Curtis said, it will do abrasion mining as well, so you don't need to take the abrasion blaster with you, and you won't need to take it with you anymore. However, on these notes, it says on the notes it says it also has a chance to produce a higher density fragment similar to those found via abrasion point mining. So there's a little bit of discrepancy there. Is it something that you can actually fire off at the abrasion points, or is it something that will just create these out of nothing?
Or both.
I was under the impression that it'd do both. So if there's an abrasion point, you can blast it off, but if there's not, you can just zap it like a mining laser.
I'd love confirmation. I'd love confirmation of that either way, because that's in my humble opinion, that's not particularly clear. And I'm not the only one who felt like that, because we were talking about this in stream today, and that was agreed upon that it wasn't particularly clear which or if both it was going to do either or.
Same. I wasn't sure.
I don't use ship launch fighters. I don't think it would have had 4 size 5 optional internals. Had it not had a ship launch fighter, I think it would have just been 3, but they've given us this ship launch fighter, and I'm fine with that. I'm probably not going to use it. I might use a ship launch fighter, and if I get bored while I'm mining, and just sort of like flow around, fly around with it, why not? Why not have a little bit of fun in there? I don't feel like I'm going to get myself in any danger when it comes to mining. And I love mining.
Mm-hmm. I was just going to say, every single time I've gone mining, for some reason, some pirate will come along and try and take out my T9, and the only defense I've got against it is basically one type 2 beam laser and the ship launch fighter, and it is fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'm, as someone who really needs like at least one fully turreted weapon, so I can just let go and like have it fire. I don't know necessarily it's for me, but I will just like fly around and have fun. I've got no problem with that. As for everything else, it looks kind of dope, and I'm excited to fly it. I'm excited to give it a go. I absolutely adore core mining in my Type 8, and I can't see the Type-11 Prospector replacing my Type 8. Because I don't core mine that often, and I hated core mining until I did it in the Type 8, and I love mining, but I don't see it being a ship that I regularly fly, but I am looking forward to flying it.
Fair enough.
And I think that's it. Yes, I think that's it.
Yeah. What did you think to the animations?
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Oh.
That's dope, because they're always dope now. I don't want to sound dismissive of it, because I had so many other talking points, and I want the rest of you to have like talking points as well. But yeah, that's dope. How can it not be dope?
Excellent. Alec.
I love it. I love it. It could easily be my new favourite ship, even though I don't actually mind that much. I just adore the look of it. The animations in particular. There's a bunch of things I really adore about this that I feel like are kind of new. I really like, although it's it's kind of nonsense and not necessary, and I'll come on to why maybe. I really like that the animations go with the cargo scoop
Yeah.
as well as the landing gear. It's kind of great from a cinematography point of view. Like ships with the landing gear down when they're in space look a bit daft, but but being able to sort of basically animate these pods via the cargo scoop button is really cool. I say it's a bit daft because typically uh, the difference between hitting an asteroid and not hitting an asteroid, it's not like we're often not sort of squeaking between gaps. We're often like 100 meters, 500 meters away from bumping into an asteroid, and so tucking in the arms like this isn't actually going to make that much difference, probably. But I like the conceit. I like the idea that it can tuck itself in to squeeze between asteroids, even though I'm not sure it actually practically is an issue.
I would disagree with that because when
Really?
I'm core mining in the Type 9, obviously I can't get a Type 9 in between the bits that are in between a big blown apart asteroid.
Okay,
So
cool. Bonus. I thought maybe it was a little sort of cosmetic conceit, but that's cool that it might actually have a practical purpose. I love that. The thing I wanted to talk about maybe was I quite like this thing of locking some of these things to mining and the idea of giving us that fighter bay that can't be anything else. Because and I feel like it's a bit of a I haven't really seen these discussions, but it feels a little bit like a glass half empty, half full kind of thing. Like I can imagine some people saying, "Oh, why can't I have another class 5 cargo rack?" Like they're seeing it as a negative, like it's this useful space that's been locked down. And whereas I see it as you've been given a bonus SLF
Yeah.
and you've been given a bonus a bunch of
rocket
bonus
launcher.
mining hard points.
Yeah.
Rather than going, oh, why can't those hard points have weapons? It's like, and it's because, and we've seen this with too many ships where you you give a bunch of slots that are intended for use as something, but the players go and fill them with something else and turn an explorer into an amazing combat ship because they stuff it full of hull reinforcements or
Manually.
when that wasn't the intention. So I like that they've really lent into this is a mining ship and you can put all this mining stuff on it, but you can't fill it with normal hard points and turn it into a gunboat because it's not supposed to be that. I think that's cool. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Excellent. Chris Mark 4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very much with Alec. I'm really glad that they're going for sort of building these ships and speccing them so that they don't get sort of multi-classed into really weird roles that aren't intended, and it makes them even better for their purposes. Because as much as we go on about sort of the Mandalay being created as like the most OP of all time, they've now with the last couple, they've done these like really, really fixed uses, and I just love the industrial look of it. This is meant to be a miner. Just look at the thing. Of course it's meant to be. The animations look amazing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks when it flies. A little bit more clips and bits and pieces about it. I'm wondering, Alec, do you think we'll be able to grab an SRV with our pincers using the cargo scoop? I definitely
Only
think
one
we're
way
going to
to
be able
find
to
out.
grab an SRV off the surface using the cargo scoop in our little the foldable engines. It looks really neat. It's probably one of the most industrial that they've built. When you think about it, I know the Type 8 has a really industrial feel to it.
Yeah.
But this has a proper rugged sort of minor look to it. And with the new utility on it, I'm looking forward to sort of seeing this when I'm flying about in asteroids with people mining. I think it's going to look really cool seeing these out and about doing their job.
I mean, I must admit, the only problem that I have with mining is the fact that I don't seem to find asteroids I can blow up very easily. When I find them, I absolutely love it. But just straightforward laser mining is, Yes, well, let's just say it's not my favourite gameplay loop. However, from what I've seen from this, yeah, I'll definitely be giving mining another try with this ship. I'm very interested to see what this Type 5, Class 5 mining limpet controller is going to do. Yeah, and I will admit, I do like the look of the volley repeater.
Yeah, I
Even
do too.
though
I forgot to say, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
Incredible.
like it's effectively a big, massive Gatling gun from Flash Gordon, to be honest. So, yeah, I do like the fact that it's restricted. I really do, because that's just one of the things that you can actually. They have said, oh no, you can actually have it up to 300 tons and able to defend itself, which means it's comparable to a Type 8. And add to that, you've got a ship launch fighter to help defend yourself as well. It could be an alternative carrier, cargo carrier, but yeah, I'm just excited that this is the first new ship with a fighter bay in it.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping for a fighter bay in how many of these ships?
And the Clipper's got one.
Has it? Oh, yes, it has. Silly me. Yes. But this one's got a dedicated slot.
Surprised
The other one has-
that. Are you surprised that Frontier didn't choose to put the Type B cargo racks in this to profit from all the extra cargo size?
A bit.
No, I'm not, because this is it's not a primary. It's not primarily supposed to be a cargo carrier.
No, but it isn't. But you if you're not gathering cargo by mining, what are you doing? It just surprised me because of the fact that we've had one ship, like the Panther Clipper, that is the only one that can
Take these particular cargo racks.
The cargo racks. So I thought it was a given that the next one, no matter what it was specifically, especially if there was a cargo element to it, which arguably there is a cargo element to mining. I'm very surprised that there isn't one.
What were the 30% bonus ones from the CG? Were they
Size 5 and
6?
6, 2 5s and 2 6s. I wonder what
There you
Richard's
go.
doing.
You can shove those in.
Yeah, no, absolutely, you can shove those in. But also, it might be the mining CG reward that happens literally straight after the Type 11 Prospector drops.
You think there will be? Oh,
100%, absolutely. Come on, Colin.
Yeah, so I think it could be. Well, it will be enough for me to try mining again. I might even try mining some tritium.
Oh, I hear that's quite fun.
Yeah, right.
I like mining. What can I say?
If you can find some. So yeah. Overall, I think people are looking forward to it. I do like the fact that these ships are getting the Type 8 and the Type 11 specifically are getting more sort of industrialized and grimbly. I don't know if that's even a word.
Yeah, I do think with all the new ships starting from the Python Mark II, that they've definitely just looked better. I had an occasion. I won't name names, but I had an occasion where we were doing some racing, and some folks who'd spent the last year or so in Star Citizen came back and sort of joined us for a spot of racing. And I might have misheard this, but I thought I heard a sort of comment between them, sort of slightly laughing at the ships in Elite. And I knew what hurt was I knew what they meant. When you look at some of the detail in the Star Citizen ships, and yes, I know they're not quite real, a lot of them, and they're a stupid amount of money, and then you look at some of the sort of triangles with an aerial stuck on the end that we have in Elite, that I was actually slightly embarrassed about the Elite Dangerous ships when I heard the comment. I was like, yeah, they're a bit crap, aren't they? And I don't feel that anymore. I feel like with all the new ones, it's like, no, these ships look terrific, and particularly like the Type 8 and the Type 11, and they can completely hold their head up in like proper ship design. I mean, to be fair, the previous generation of ship designs were all there as a homage to a game that had sort of, you know, 5-sided polygons to work with. And so they were trying to tread that balance of being recognizable triangles from the original Elite. But I think they've thrown those shackles off now, and it's like we can design really fucking detailed, cool looking ships that wouldn't look out of place in an Alien movie or something. They look incredible.
I do wonder when if you hear people from Star Citizen sort of like laughing at ships, that it softens the blow for me just being able to get into an elevator and go where I'm supposed to go.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
I am so well aware of that.
It's like one of my only Star Citizen experiences, and it happened multiple times in the space of an hour, so I can't possibly comment.
Yeah, I mean that's the comparable to when the fleet carrier jumped and everybody was just hanging about in space where it was. But yeah, and I have seen the price of the next ship up that I would want in Star Citizen, and I must admit I'm there thinking, well, that's quite a lot of arcs for that. I think I prefer the arcs, but yeah. So right. I think overall everybody's looking forward to the Type-11. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks, everybody, and
2 weeks. That's wild.
I know. And then there's only one ship left. Wonder what that could be.
Yeah, that's true. The Panther Clipper Mark III.
It's
Beluga
the passenger
Mark
liner
II.
we've all been waiting for.
Beluga Mark II, or the Adam Mark II. Honestly, if it's the Adam Mark II, I think I'll just say, right, game over, I'm gone.
It'll be the Adam Mark II, 100%.
That is a joke, by the way. I won't be going.
It'll be Colin's final Lave Radio episode as he bows out.
It's going to be that aquatic one from the earlier games that's going to be able to land on these new water worlds that we're going to discover in this latest exploration CG.
Oh man, could you imagine?
Getting a Thunderbird 4 to deploy from the Panther Clipper.
Yes.
Oh, yes, please.
That's what you want. So, we have unleashed about the Type-11, but in the question of the week, Claire.
Hey, every week we do a question of the week. It's back, by the way. Back with a vengeance, back to share its knowledge. Hey, this week we asked, what do you think of the Prospector, the Type-11 Prospector? A lot of these answers came in before we had the extra info, so they might mention, there was no talk about utility slots and things like that, because there wasn't in the video. That only came later with the summary, but that's why. But every Sunday, around 2:00 UK time on Twitter, Blue Sky, and in our Discord, you can you will find the question of the week. And our question of the week this week was, what did you think of the Prospector? Have you got any comments on it? And Alec.
Right, Ballyunas Hub says, the new mechanic sure looks a lot like the old mechanic. We didn't talk about that, never mind. Unless there's more to be seen. A mining SLF, perhaps? Drones with mining lasers? That would be cool. But the ship looks great. I'll probably ARX it. No utility slots mentioned, though, again, but I'm sure it has them. And it does.
It has 4. It has 4 utility slots, as confirmed.
Yeah, it's funny that we completely forgot the fact that they dropped a hint about a new kind of mining, but this seems more of the same.
I feel like it's in between the two. Like, I think Claire was sort of talking in previous weeks about how it was just going to do the old type of mining faster, and I was sort of advocating, but they said a new type of mining, and I feel like it's sort of halfway between. I feel like I can almost justifiably saying it's kind of new.
It's kind of a new type of mining that does what the old mining did quicker.
Yes, there you go.
Maybe we might need to use this kind of ship to mine sandworms.
Oh my god!
Stick with it, Colin.
I was kind of thinking of the the animations we got with kind of the Fargons, where they would do that spirally loop you kind of end up with that boring into an asteroid. I thought that would look pretty cool in my head. Trigon. Definitely picking up one for ARCs. Love the design. I like the new tool. I'm assuming other ships will be able to use the tool, just not as efficiently like SCO. I'll have a big problem if this is the only ship that can use it. No P2W, pay to win, I'm guessing. Please. I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be the only one. I don't think
I think it is.
it's gonna
They've said
go
it
out
is.
because
I have bad news for you, Biggin. It's the only one. It goes in that special slot next to the cockpit, which only the Type-11 has.
Machi says how many collector limpets she can command. That may become the selling point. Corsair and Python have the same distro, size 7, and are more than capable of mining ships. But with Panther available, why even bother with its 20 plus collectors, good cargo, and infinite laser time? That is someone who likes to just sit and point at a spot and mine for what I can only assume is hours.
Yes. One thing that you could do while mining for hours is listen to an album by our next contributor, Tosoko. Even if I can even pronounce him right. But anyway, his comment is, feeling like the perfect mining ship, not too big as I get bored filling up a cutter, and I love the changing silhouette. The new mining tool looks cool, but I hardly ever mine. Could be a cool explorer ship from a carrier. Really like the change in style too.
I think we'll see a fair amount of Type 11s in front of things.
I think we will. Yes.
Sorry, I was reading chat. Theo Priestley says, I'd outfit it as an explorer, to be honest. Love the industrial design and offset cockpit as well. Not sure it'll do anything for the mining gameplay loop, except for people who love it already. I think it'll... well, speaking for myself, it will... I really want to go back to mining, and I think it will be the instigator of that. But I probably won't. I guess people who didn't used to do mining day in, day out will go back to it and go, that was fun, and then go back to what they normally do. I don't know.
Possibly. That's the way, though, isn't it?
But I would definitely do a bit of mining because of this ship.
You would need to combine it with like a ship time trial, where not only have you got to do the time trial, but you've also got to come back with like the most in your hold from the mining ship. You see?
There you go.
Like some sort of metric to do it that way, Alec, and that will get you into it.
Yeah.
We've got Nicey. Nice design and still very Star Wars-y, but disappointed with the new mining tool. But then again, I'm not exactly a frequent miner. Slightly concerned about the ship-locked modules, but that remains to be seen. 6 out of 10 firm credits purchase.
Fair enough, Nicey. Dan Technic says, I like the idea of a ship's tightly linked to a specific activity. I want a reason to use the different ships in my fleet. Sometimes when every ship can do everything, you slip into using the same one for everything. Don't you talk about my Mandalay like that. The Python meta. Not sure if this is an unpopular opinion or not. I can't wait. That is the Python meta, not the Python meta, the Mandalay meta now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, put it this way. I mean, I just flying around with the Cobra Mark 5 because for me, it's the perfect do everything ship. Too. So yeah, I mean, I get the Mandalay, but I prefer flying the Python, the Cobra 5. But that's exactly what Dan's saying is sort of because it does so much so well, I'm permanently stuck in it, and maybe I need something more specialized to do so to get myself out of that. We have the wonderful Apathis. Love the look of the ship. Haven't done much mining for ages, so I'm not sure if I'll use it for mining. Might see what it can do outside of mining. Which is, here's a bespoke mining ship. Okay, let's see what else she can do.
That's the Elite Dangerous meta for some commanders is doing that. That's very cool.
Yeah. I mean, people are still going to explore and take down Thargoids and whatever they can in it. Profane Pagan says, I welcome the T11's variable nacelles, and I'm looking forward to more kinetic features in future ships. Moreover, I like the bold, creative direction of designing specialized ships. Such steps cannot make everybody happy, but I embrace uniqueness if they get balanced in the future.
Do you think that this is now the trend then? Or do we think we'll go back to more Pythons, Cobras, Mandalays, all-rounders? Sorry, no, the Mandalay's an exploration ship. My bad. But we go back to more sort of like Anacondas and things like that.
I think we'll get a mix, won't we? I think we're maybe going to get a few more specialized things in there, but I think we'll still have a bit of a mix.
Yeah, there's only so many truly dedicated. You know, they have basically said this is the ultimate mining ship, so that's strike that one out. They can't do another mining ship. They've
Don't
done
need to
that.
do anymore. Yeah, that's true.
I think Panther Clipper is clearly the ultimate trading ship, so they've done that one.
So there's only one big hole left, really, and that's a kind of medium passenger vessel.
I guess.
What about like a fully dedicated explorer? I don't know how you would make one that only has
dedicated gunboat that's got 10 hard points and they all have to be used for weapons.
Oh, yes, please.
You're not allowed to fit anything other than hull and module reinforcements in the internals.
Heck yes.
And call it the Corvette Mark II. You know that meme that you had where someone's looking happy to begin with, and then by the end of it, they've got stars shooting out their eyes. That was just basically the audible version of that was coming from Psyche.
Oh my gosh, yes, please.
I've got Commander Righton. The new type of mining is an anticlimax, but just going on aesthetics, I can't wait to climb on board and pew some roids. Hopefully the game's second dedicated mining ship won't take as long to arrive as the first.
Which was the first dedicated mining ship? Oh, this is the first. Oh, so they want the next one.
Oh, I see.
Another one.
Oh, I get it now.
Another one.
Another
We're gonna have
one.
even more mining ships.
I was going to make a reference that I didn't realize.
on the point of the new type of mining, and I'm sorry to be a pedant, and I am going to have to go and check this now, but there are claims in twat. That's not the phrase I was looking for. Chat. There are
Nobody
claims
else
in
feels
chat.
like that, chat.
Sorry.
What did chat ever do to you to deserve
How
that,
dare you,
Alex?
Alex?
I think
dwell on
the
it.
people
Come
in
on.
chat are lovely. I think they're great. That's such a horrible thing for you to say.
I'm sorry, Alec. We'll all take a breath and make your point, please.
Okay. There were claims in chat that the phrase used was not new type of mining, but new way of mining.
Oh, are we going to go be semantics right now?
Well, apparently we are.
I'd be very surprised if that was the case. We'd have to go back because it was Curtis and Zach that had the conversation, wasn't it, about the new type of mining or the new way of mining.
This claim that it's the new way of mining comes from top men.
Top men.
Top men are saying this.
Oh, man.
Have we as a community got carried away again on the basis of
Well, I
one
wonder.
word?
I
Have we done it again? Did we get giddy? Did we?
I very much doubt it because sometimes it becomes infuriating when we see multiple different words that potentially might mean the same thing, but it's not quite right. It has to have been type. I'm going to watch it and I will report back next week. Oh, I need to remember something now. Oh, shit. I will report back next week as to what it was.
I can't believe that yet again we're having to go back over and actually go through the actual grammatical syntax of what they said.
I am down to do that.
And I can't decide if that's our problem or Frontier's. Like, Frontier bad for using these, or are we bad for putting so much meaning on one stupid word?
I I think
Oh,
the issue is when they tell us something like that and we go and we like latch onto it, because I would argue that a new way or a new type of mining, I think that both of those things are kind of mean the same.
Is it going to be that
they mean the same?
Is it going to be now that in the corner there's going to be like a little video and it's going to be the lawyer going, now what they're actually saying is the following in very strong legalese so that we don't get carried away all the time. Yeah.
I mean, 12 years. 12 years of people saying we're going to get ship interiors because they said it in a video 12 years ago that they designed the ships with ship interiors in mind. It's God.
You know what? You know what? David Braben smiled at one point, and that meant we were getting open only. So you know what can I say?
Alec, you were saying?
I was just going to say, if you were talking about digging, for example, as in digging in the garden, for garden, if you said a new way of digging, you could interpret that as maybe using your left foot rather than your right, or jumping up and down with both feet. Whereas a new type of digging, you'd expect something quite revolutionary, I think.
I was thinking explosives, Alec. That's exactly where I went. We're getting explosive digging tools.
We were talking about like eating through asteroids.
I know.
Okay, Spike114 says it feels like the new mining Gatling moves too far per shot, and that any machine that moves that much would break once it gets to the back of its range and keeps having to fire. It needs to be better secured, which is such an amazing comment. Thank you, Spike, for grounding us in realism and not having us worry about semantics. Thank you for grounding us in this realism.
That's why I said it reminded me of something from Flash Gordon, because it looked wobbly.
It's like the thing is, it's like you get great returns, but then every once in a while you've got to replace your mining gun because it's just like fallen off and disappeared into space. That's what your additional limpet is. It's got to go off and get your gun back and remount it.
Limpet by name, limpet by nature. Oh dear. I have Terakov. Disappointed with the new mining tool because it's limpet.
Here we go.
The initial reveal hinted at the possibility of a new type of mining. What? The new tool seems to be just an enhanced combination of existing mining laser and abrasion of the mining laser and the abrasion blaster. Whilst it may supposedly use different underlying technology and allow us to mine more easily in some ways, it still seems to be the same underlying forms of mining, i.e., as such, overhyped in my opinion. The mining tool does look cool though. As for the ship, it really does look the part. Unsure about the new modules predefining your loadout to a degree, and with the decision to dedicate slots to particular roles, which I pretty much disagree with. So not a fan of the specialized roles here.
That's fair. That's fair. Not everyone is. Breaking news. FNAP has just gone and looked at the transcript of the Frontier Unlocked and has quoted, because YouTube generates its own auto captions and a transcript, and FNAP went back and had a look and is quoting new tools that can be put onto this ship in particular to allow you to perhaps do a different type of mining.
It's not even new, it's just different.
It was qualified with lots of ums, though. So, you know.
Well, they clearly weren't sure.
There's the show title in all this nonsense somewhere.
It would be mining finds a way or something along those lines.
No, it's definitely something to do with snakes. We know this.
A new type of different.
A new type of different snake. A new type
way
of snake.
Different type.
A new type of going a different way.
Dear.
Right. Our favourite type of weather system, Commander Steak Typhoon. I'm most curious about the precise performance of the so-called drone controller, in inverted commas. I do hope it works a bit differently to the existing multi-limpet mining controller. Brackets, it's not great. Besides that, the energy projectiles from the large mining tool travel slowly and at a constant speed. Theoretically, if you fire a projectile, the moment the previous one strikes a rock, you could create a sort of metronome. I'm going to test this on day one to the beat of Whip It by Dave. In this galaxy, if you can find the fun, if you can't find the fun, you can always make some. Cheers, Lave Radio. P.S. Hi, Mum.
Happening today.
Hi, Steak Typhoon's mum.
Hi, Steak Typhoon's mum.
We are
Oh my
a
God.
fan of your Typhoon. There we go.
There are.
It's everybody. It's not just a leak in the blooming Sidewinder at the moment. It seems to have affected everybody's suggestion.
Oh my God.
It's in the water supply, ain't it?
It must be. I think we did. I think we missed.
I think that should be Collins.
That was me.
Right then.
That was me. I'm going to reverse. I'm pretty sure I saw my name and then I saw somebody delete it, and I was thinking.
Sorry, it might have been me getting ahead of us.
I think maybe I had Happy Moon Monkey, who said,
Okay, yeah, go for it. Sorry, mate.
I love the look, feel, and utility of the new tool. In VR, it'll be awesome. The dedicated SLF bay is a really odd one. I'd rather fit another collector or a shield in there. But it's a bonus. It's a bonus SLF. Not anyway. And remains to be seen if the new mining controller is A class with 6 limpets or better. With the current configuration, I think I can squeeze 17 live collector limpets out of this ship, but that might have to drop to 14 to sensibly fit a shield. That's behind my Cutter and Panther Clipper configurations, which have 20 and 22 respectively, and are shielded. They're dedicated laser miners, however, and I think where this ship really shines is its ability to excel at multi-mode mining. Add seismic charge and subsurface missiles to this, and it's a highly adaptive miner, which will be really fun in the now shadow-fixed asteroid fields. Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
Good. Katie Anna says, I'm going to preface this by saying I have done not very much mining, but when watching the bit, I kept asking why. There doesn't seem to be any advantage to this new Gatling gun than just using a beamy thing. She knows now, I'm assuming. Like I said, I don't do a lot of mining. It's certainly not inspiring me to drop any arcs on it, and it's definitely not giving me the new mining experience that was promised.
Oh dear.
I'm worried that there is becoming a theme of Frontier serving big hype but failing to nail the landing, especially if we factor in Vanguards and the Cygnus Orion nonsense. It's giving damp squib, and I can only hope it doesn't continue. That's a bag of points.
Yep. Daisy Bell. I'm actually happy with the new mining tool. Isn't for a totally new. Sorry, I'm going to read that again. I'm actually happy the new mining tool isn't for a totally new kind of mining gameplay. I was really worried FDev was going to lock mining gameplay behind this ship module. It basically just saves you a size 1 slot, so it's definitely not overpowered. That being said, wouldn't mind a new kind of mining someday. Yeah,
that was definitely something like quite a few people said were like, oh, it's going to be if they lock a brand new type of mining behind a paywall, that feels more like a DLC thing rather than something that like added benefits that another a different weapon can do.
Or a whole new
So with it being like a type of mining, and not a type of mining, but a new way of mining, that does soften the blow somewhat.
I get the point as well.
Would be interesting.
I get the point that locking a whole new type of gameplay behind, well, not even locking it, but having only one ship that can do a whole new type of gameplay would be a bit of a shame. In a way, there's no precedent for that, is there?
No.
I have Commander Homburger. Ship looks great. Not sure about the dedicated SLF bay. And unless that new mining Gatling gun can get more ore from an asteroid than you can with mining lasers, I think I'll be holding off on this one. On the other hand, if I was able to mine more out of each asteroid than any other ship, then that would fuel the pay-to-win accusations, and it'd be hard to argue with that. Especially if there's a convenient mining CG appearing the following Thursday. So I'm conflicted. But still, it's a fantastic looking ship, and these engines tucking in with a cargo bay deployment, I'm still mightily tempted.
Yeah, I get it. I don't think that there has to be like, the line doesn't have to be, the line can be fuzzy between being a little bit disappointed but also still wanting to get it. Do you know what I mean? There's not, it doesn't have to be straight up hate. I think it's interesting seeing what people are saying about it. I don't think it's Marminty. It's kind of like more of an undecided flavor, like gas maybe. I don't know.
Gas.
Or
tasty emerald gas.
Honestly, if gas that green's coming out, I think we're all in trouble.
You know what? That's probably what it is. It is the emerald gas that's got us all.
Emerald gas. Very special emerald gas.
Mhm.
I have the Jinx effect. Can't wait to try it. I like that it has a dedicated fighter base, so I don't feel obliged to make use of it or store other modules. Olympic controller for all your mining needs sounds promising, and that laser. Can't wait to chew through some rocks with that thing.
I think he's a bit enthusiastic about it.
I think the Jinx effect is keen.
Very keen.
100%. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, buckle in, lads. It's that time of the week again.
Wow. Yes.
Sir Oberon has written us another essay, and I'm very grateful for it. So, Sir Oberon says, from the show and tell we've all had, I'm somewhat impressed. Not on the fact it is a dedicated mining ship, but for the moving parts. I just love the industrial-looking hydraulic-powered folding of the wings. I'm a huge fan. First the Type 8, the Panther Clipper, and now this. What can I say? I'm a sucker for that stuff and definitely want more mechanical moving parts in the future. Sorry, FDev, you've set the benchmark now. Oh, and I know the Corsair has moving parts too, but moving parts in the engine pods isn't enough, so it doesn't count. As for the new tool, lol, it's exactly that. Did I dream that line up from FDev that there would be a nude way to mine? Clint, you didn't! So Oberon, you didn't! It was a thing! Clearly did. Nope. So we get to spuff at asteroids instead of raking it with lasers. And this will reward us with more pieces. Okay, if I'm allowed a degree of skepticism for a second, how is hosing it with energy pellets more efficient than a constant beam of laser goodness to the asteroid's face? A sound of a crash register pings in the background. Oh, that's why. I'm not mad, just a bit disappointed. The new sized drone controller, not Limpet then, or are we changing the naming convention, is a welcome addition. But I'm curious now, and this leads me to a wider concern with these specialized slots, if you'll excuse my tangent for just a minute or so. For a miner, would it not have been ideal to have a slot given over to the Class D type cargo racks too, to expand that module to the lower sizes as well? Or even bin a couple of the size 6s for a special size 7 slot to take the Panther's Class D cargo rack? You know, utilising that new module for more ships? Or is that the point? None of these new special modules will ever be available for any of the other newer ships. If that is the plan, I'm not liking where this is going. I can see a shed load of new modules that are exclusive to one ship, and that is, in my opinion, going to limit creativity of ship design moving forward, especially as every fancy module is exclusively tailored to just one ship forevermore. Fine, the Type 11 can keep its spuffing cannon. I don't care for it at present, though actual gameplay might change my mind and temper my disappointment on the issue. But for more universally used modules like limpet controllers or cargo racks, sure, balance their usage, but please don't lock them out from being used with other existing or future release ships. I know it's early doors on these new modules, so I sincerely hope my fears are unfounded, and I will happily be proven wrong in the future. Write more stuff for us, Sir Oberon. I love it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I would agree with some of it, but the one
What don't
thing
you agree
that
with?
well, most of it, apart from one thing, I actually like I do like the specialized slots. I like the specialized slots that mean this ship is a certain type of ship. That, you know, so it's a cargo carrier, so that you've got the specialized cargo slots on the Panther 2. This is a dedicated miner, so you've got specialized slots for the miner, and I think that's great. It's just like the fighters used to have, well, they still do. They got specialized slots for fighting stuff. So it's been with us for quite a while. It's just that they've ramped it up a little bit more.
I think what Sir Oberon is saying is when you have like multiple places where there are specialized ships things to go in the slots, and it's looking out for a lot of other things. It limits a user's creativity with that model.
Well, yeah, I acknowledge that.
Why is that a good thing then?
Because when you're on about units of creativity, the way that I interpret that, and that is where you've taken basically a Mandalay, for example, you've taken a Mandalay and turned it into a fantastic fighter. Absolutely, it wasn't intended to be a fantastic fighter, but it is. But for this one, you won't be able to take this and turn it into a fantastic fighter because it's certainly not built that way. And I think, yeah, this is one of these things where I think, yeah, that's where that ship should go.
Yeah, I said at the head of the show that I liked
it's like that because otherwise
to its design purpose.
Yeah,
I think I do.
Yeah,
I think I do.
I see both angles, and I'm as of yet undecided on whether I like it or not. Honestly.
Yeah. But just to point out to the Jinx effects, who wants to say hello to his mum, but we won't let him. He says, I think you're underestimating the creativity of the elite player base. Yes, we are, because they'll come up with something.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, absolutely, of course, but I still feel that there are certain players who will do whatever they want with something on, and I'm sure someone will kill a Hydra with it, even though the war is over and there's no need for that anymore. But the main thing that I'm taking out of this is a Spuff cannon. I'm down.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Love the name.
The Spuff cannon. It's now official.
But like my positive spin on the whole thing is that if we get potentially another mining ship or another thing, then potentially the Spuff cannon can be attached to that as well, right? It's not the fact that, okay, maybe some of the previous ships aren't going to have that applied, but we might get more ships because this game's going to be around for ages.
Is it? Oh God!
The Spuff cannon is now, it's a runner. Everyone's weird.
Spuff cannon's better than some other stuff.
One thing I like is that these new specialized modules, I feel like they've sort of kind of embedded it in the design language of the ship itself. So like with the Panther Clipper, you can imagine that these special cargo racks that no other ship can fit are the big things that we see in the middle of the ship that are sort of very obviously part of the design of the Panther Clipper, and obviously
That only take a certain type of paint. Yeah.
And equally with this thing, it's a dirty, great big hard point, almost like the size of an SRV bay next to the cockpit. That no other ships have that giant hatch where that thing will go. So it's sort of written into the design that you're clearly not going to stick this thing on a crate because it just doesn't have that slot in its design. I like that they're sort of enforcing their decision with you know.
Does the crate have size 3 slots anyway?
Yeah, but it doesn't have that big hard point hatch that
does it have a
thing
large?
goes in.
I mean,
a crate, Mark. Yeah,
I can't remember it. It's been so long since I've flown the crate. The war's been over for like a year now.
But isn't it big? My point is, isn't it bigger than a large hardpoint? Doesn't that place where that thing sits next to the cockpit physically look different to anything we've seen before?
Well, like a mega hard point or something like that, like an
Super mega
extra
giant
hard point.
It's
Super
reminding me of the
mega,
Class
super
4.
mega giant hard point.
I
mean,
like
what we
it
haven't asked, we know that it's good at abrasion. We know that it's good at attacking asteroids. But what if it turns out it is just absolutely diabolical when fired at ships as well, and they've just created like the ultimate hardpoint weapon?
We don't know for a fact. I would add, I'm actually the shit out of you.
Yeah,
we
go for it.
don't know. We don't know yet that it is good at abrasion blasting. We know that it has a chance to get chunks out that are of a similar girth to an abrasion blaster section.
Okay.
One thought that occurs to me, and we'll have to test this, is so this thing comes out in 2 weeks' time, right? With this new repeater weapon. But when is the Kill Burr event?
Are you saying that we can spuff Burr?
Well, I'd like to try.
That's not the show title.
Subtext.
It already happened. It happened a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Ah, darn it.
Next year.
Next year, save up your spaff cannon for it then. Oh, God. Right. Has anybody got any other business?
I kind of do. Hey, we're on Spotify now. We host on Spotify and all of that good stuff. Folks, if you've enjoyed this episode, consider writing a little comment in Spotify about it, because you can do that and it helps with our visibility. Okay, cheers.
Like and subscribe.
No, not that. Not even that. Follow if you want on Spotify, but like comment.
I forgot, yeah.
Comment something. It helps with our engagement and it drives our discoverability. Thank you.
Or someone will come around and stuff you.
Hi, Mum.
Even if that comment is hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Tell us what you like about your mom.
Oh, no. Oh, that's going to get us banned.
I'm excited.
So, God. Shout outs. Our sister station, Hutton Orbital Radio, it broadcasts on a Thursday from 8:30. You can tune in at twitch.tv/Hutton Orbital Truckers. Or if you just want the audio, go to radio.forthemug.com. For the discerning commander that likes a bit of CQC action, check out the CQC Discord at discord.me/Elite Dangerous CQC. And we're giving some shout outs to the following Elite Dangerous podcasts, which we always do. So there's the Guard Frequency, who do other space games as well. There's the very rude Loose Screws. I have something in preparation to respond. And if you speak French...
I just let the funky Spuffing do the talking.
God.
What's the French for spuff?
I imagine le spuff.
No, it might be feminine, it'd be last buff. We don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? We'll figure out this made-up word.
Well, you could also ask them on the Elite Dangerous podcast, see what they make of that. But they also do these fantastic missions as well. Following on this, we have the latest Galnet News Digest, as provided by Commander Wotherspoon and Commander Beetlejude. And thanks to all those who have chipped in, to everyone on their Twitch chat, even though they're all asking for their mum for some reason. The in-game commanders.
In-game, we have had Apathis, Siberius, Katiana, and Frandra.
Special thanks to Commander Tokuso, JN Trax, and Alan Stroud, who have all created music that we use in this show. So that's it for another Spuffing episode of Lave Radio. If you'd like to get in touch with the show, then you can find all the contact links in the home/contact us menu of the laveradio.com website. Do let us know if you have any questions or if there's anything you'd like us to discuss in a future episode. Lave Radio is recorded live on a Tuesday evening at 8:30 and streamed out at laveradio.com/live. So thanks to the Chris Mark IV.
Hi, Mum.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm dreading this. Thanks to Alec.
Spuff you, Colin, and a good spuffle.
Thanks to Claire.
According to Google Translate, the French version of spuff is bouffer or buffet or something along those lines.
As in Phoebe Buffet?
As in Phoebe Buffet. No, it's with an ER at the end, so probably still Buffer. Buffer, probably.
That was me thinking she's Phoebe Spuff.
Phoebe Spuff. Phoebe Spuff is such an amazing, incredible.
That was a porn star sister's name. Anyway, And of
That
course,
was
special
Ursula's
thanks. Special thanks, of course, go to today's tech specialist, the Chris Mark V.
You're not welcome. Not today.
That's fair. That's fair.
I know this has degenerated quite badly. So until next time, Commanders, fly safe. And if you can't do that, spuff dangerous.
Is your life like this? Sounds like someone having an orange inserted. Need a safe word.
Space can be done.
I'm gonna see the galaxy.
Ah, damn it. No worries, guys. Hold the fort for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Galnet News Update, 9th of September 3311. It's just 3 weeks since the shake-up of the way squadrons work, and since the introduction of the squadron carrier. In that 3 weeks, there have been a number of tweaks made. And today, there's another change, a change that will benefit squadrons with an absentee leader. Let's start with a quick recap of previous changes. Visibility of squadron members may now be set so that only other members of the same squadron can see each other's whereabouts, or a complete veil of privacy can be raised so that no one at all can see where squadron members are and what they're up to. All squadron members are now allowed to contribute directly to the upkeep of the carrier via an option in the squadron bank. Incidentally, be careful what you store in the squadron bank. One small packet of push takes up 1 unit, exactly the same space as a ton of void opals, or 1/47th of a Sidewinder. All the on-foot facilities, including the bar, can be opened for business in return for a small recurring fee. You can now have up to 600 members in a squadron. The profanity filters applied to squadron descriptions, mottos and messages have been improved, whatever that means. Now, the latest improvement is a big one. There are a number of squadrons, such as the Buckyball Racing Club, where the squadron leader has retired to the land where hobbits live. Unless they've specifically handed over the ownership of the squadron, the members of the squadron find themselves unable to perform a number of key actions, such as the purchase of a squadron carrier. To address this, there will be a new mechanism to automatically assign a new owner to a squadron. If the squadron leader has been absent for more than 90 days, all active second-in-command members of the squadron will be messaged, saying that the leader has another 7 days to report for duty if they want to retain ownership of the squadron. If the leader logs in during that week, then the process is reset. If they do not, then the squadron is automatically rehomed randomly to one of the active seconds-in-command. If none of the seconds-in-command have been active, then the thirds-in-command will be checked, and so on. If there are no active commanders at all in a squadron, then the squadron will be marked as inactive, which means it will no longer be visible in the squadron browser until at least one of the members logs in. Significantly, this change, which will be first applied on Thursday, will work retrospectively, so squadron leaders who've already been inactive for more than 90 days may have their squadron rehomed to a new owner as soon as the 18th of September. Not only will this process remove visibility of completely inactive squadrons, it should also revitalise a number of squadrons that are currently without a leader. In other news, squadron leaders are reminded to secure their squadron bank so that only trusted members can withdraw credits. A daily withdrawal limit might also be sensible. You wouldn't want your newest recruit to withdraw all 25 billion credits from your account, would you?